Life magazine was a platform and communication method that engaged in photojournalism, in which photography was a major component to expressing ideas or concepts regarding certain or specific situations. These photos usually relied on pathos to get audiences to emotionally connect to the story. This magazine had caused numerous social changes, being social awareness, and it crafted Americans' self-perception. When speaking of social awareness, I'm referring to people being more engaged in social issues. Furthermore, when speaking of American self-perception, I'm referring to their idea of themselves and other Americans in general. So let's dive in. Over the course of the magazine's existence, it often commented and shone light on people that are underrepresented. Marginalized groups were able to gain attention and their personal experiences were acknowledged by the magazine and many of its readers. This had bolstered the civil rights movement, as it had more backing from people of numerous backgrounds that were now educated on civil rights. Secondly, anti-war sentiment had grown from these magazines, as some people became aware of social injustices and were even able to sympathize with the other side. More specifically, people were becoming increasingly concerned with the idea of being involved in a war with another country, which at the time was Vietnam, and many college students were protesting against the war. Thirdly, the magazine had reported on the lives of impoverished people. As a result, people saw stories that weren't centered around celebrities or the wealthy, and it was more about regular, everyday citizens. These stories helped gain social attention to the struggles of poor people in America. And lastly, as for self-perception, the magazine, after rough times for America, such as war or the Great Depression, would make positive stories about the country and about those in it. Those in it that I'm referring to were wealthy, privileged people. The implications of America were that the citizens were living wealthy or comfortably, and that they were united against communism. As a result, many Americans socially viewed their country as a dominant and formidable place. In short, Life magazines had encouraged the social belief in nationalism, and it had encouraged hopes for a change to our social climate. This is actually ironic, as the magazine essentially points out issues within the country while also suggesting that America is the best country